Major cities across northern China were under a blanket of smog on Monday. In fact, it was so bad that businesses were shut down and air and ground traffic was disrupted. More than 20 cities issued red alerts, which are expected to remain in effect through Wednesday. And this all comes as political and economic tensions continue to linger between the world's two largest economies following the seizure of that U.S. naval drone last week. Eunice Yoon has more for us tonight from Beijing.
China's foreign ministry attempted to ease tensions over the drone, saying that the Chinese and U.S. militaries were in direct talks to negotiate the handover of the drone. The ministry also cautiously defended Beijing's actions, saying China's Navy had a responsible and professional attitude to identify and ascertain this object. If you discover or pick something up from the street, you have to examine it. That was a very different tone from what was coming out of the state media, which both defended Beijing's actions strongly and mocked Donald Trump. The People's Daily called the U.S. survey ship a serial offender spying against China. The official press more broadly attacked the president-elect, calling him emotional for tweeting that Beijing should keep the drone. The nationalist Global Times said Trump's tweets just add fuel to the fire and said Trump is not behaving as a president and has no sense of how to lead a superpower. Trump has indicated that he wants to become much more aggressive on the South China Sea. His choice for Secretary of State Rex Tillerson also suggests a tougher line. Under Tillerson, Exxon teamed up with Vietnam for oil exploration in the South China Sea, drawing protests from Beijing. Now, analysts I speak to say that Beijing is officially showing some restraint. However, they believe that if Trump were to carry out his aggressive stance and turn that into official policy, that Beijing would also react with stronger action. Some of the ideas are that Beijing could recall its ambassador or perhaps even cut diplomatic ties. Now, the state media appears to be attempting to steer Trump away from confrontation. The China Daily said that Trump should take President Obama's advice and think through what the consequences are before upending long-standing policy. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Eunice Yoon in Beijing.